Ochelli.com.
Warning, 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 warning. This is a emergency broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me, the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 228, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
It is. I'm keeping track.
It has to be. It has to be 228.
Well, we have tonight, I am special guest.
We do. We have a guest
About us talking about phones, but I haven't talked to this man. Went to his place over there at the place, and he had he's a cell phone operator into my alley.
Yeah.
This fellow is on, and his name is, what was his name?
So, okay, tonight on the show, we welcome of McMadley Leather Cases.
Leather Case Man.
Rob Keefe. Rob, hello.
Bob Keefe.
Hi there, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, welcome. I was having interesting things about this tonight, because when I heard you were coming on the show, I wanted to know about this, just to say about these leather cases.
Well, it's exciting, Uncle, because Rob is somebody that we have actually met.
Well, we
in
met
real
him
life.
at the flea market.
We did.
At the flea market. Now,
that's correct.
Now, he had these ones that he has them there, and I was wondering, do you need to know the size of a phone?
So why don't we start from the beginning?
Well, I was just asking them the question.
Yeah, I get it.
That's all.
First of all, Rob, what is who are you and what is McMadley Leather Cases?
No, Leather Cases. That's wrong. Sorry about that.
So I'm Rob Keefe, and I am the founder of McMadley Leather Cases, and we provide leather phone cases for people who are looking for something super cool to put on their iPhones. Right. And when I met you guys, we were at the we had lots of different variations of very, very super cool leather, different colors of brown and black leather cases that went on iPhones, and then I've transitioned since then to more of a sports themed phone case. So now, we do baseball and football themed phone cases that use the same leather that's used in the manufacturing of Major League Baseball and NFL football.
That's even better, because that's another thing on my mind.
Yeah,
you got me on mind about these things, and man is on here. I want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Calm down. It's my hour.
I'm perfect.
And I was going to ask, when order one of those phone cases, you need to know the size, correct?
There's different kinds of phones. Yeah. There's different phones are different sizes. Is that right, Rob?
Is that right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, there are a few instances where the phone, for instance, an iPhone 7 and an iPhone 8 are the exact same size.
Right.
An iPhone 7 Plus or an 8 Plus are the same size. But to answer your question, we need to know exactly which phone you have so we can ship you the right phone case, because it is very specific in size.
Yeah, that's important, Uncle. You gotta get that right case.
Well, just for the heck of the curiosity here, I have my phone here, and I brought this here just to let you know. It's an 11 size phone.
iPhone 11?
A fine phone 11. Now, what would that fit in a Rams
football, maybe the football
case?
Yep. So we have two versions of the football phone case for the iPhone 11. Now, keep in mind, there's an iPhone 11, there's an iPhone 11 Pro, and there's an iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I'm assuming you're talking about the iPhone 11.
Yeah.
And there's two versions of that. So we have a football phone case that, again, is made out of NFL Wilson NFL leather.
I like that.
With just the leather, but also with the lace. So if you think about if you pick up a football and you want to throw it, there's a lace that you put your fingers on. We produce a phone case that's got that lace as well. So we've got both of those options for the iPhone 11.
Oh.
It's got all the bases covered there, Uncle. Now, Uncle, you remember meeting Rob?
Yeah.
At the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
we at the time were set up with our Amish scooter booth.
Amish scooter, yeah. We had Amish scooters we were selling.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember the Amish scooters, Rob?
You guys, those were awesome.
Wow.
Those were awesome. So are you guys still promoting those?
We are not now. I mean, I still love them, and we still have them, but we just don't really have a viable way to sell them. So we moved on to other things, but I still absolutely love them. Yeah. And the idea of if we had some sort of brick and mortar rental operation, I have no doubt that they would excel, and I still absolutely love them. So and the being at the Rose Bowl was such a good memory. Uncle and I both enjoyed that day, and meeting you was fun too. It's like, oh man, because you were set up right next to us, and I clearly remember the baseball phone case that you had. It's like, yeah, this is made out of baseball leather.
And that's them? Oh, that's them.
Yeah. I mean, you remember that, right, Uncle?
Yeah. But I don't remember the sports one.
Well,
they didn't have the sports one.
The football is a newer one. Is that right?
With that.
When we were there that day, you guys, we did not have the football ones.
No.
But I will also let you guys know, I remember you guys distinctly, enjoyed spending the day with you. You know, it's funny because people don't realize, if you're not that familiar with the Rose Bowl flea market, it is the premier flea market in the country. And, I don't know how many thousands of people show up at this thing, but it is a great experience. I loved it. Loved meeting and hanging out with you guys for the day, because once you're there and you're set up, you're fixed, right? You're not going anywhere. You're there all day with the people next to you. And I just had a great time with you guys, and I really do remember those Amish scooters. I thought those were just the coolest thing.
Yeah. I still love them, and Uncle and I, we went to the factory that one time, and we met.
Oh yeah, we went to the factory. I was looking for a purple one, of course, and we couldn't get it because couldn't ship it right. And I want this purple one. I still want this purple one.
Yeah.
But it's up where his parents lives, up in that area, and I wanted to get that, but at the time, because it fit my description of riding. I can ride around, since my other bike is hung up, can't get it down.
Yeah,
get my tires fixed.
And they love Amish scooters in the chat room. We've got Creative Accidents. He says, I love Amish scooters. So we got Creative Accidents. Yeah. We've got Ray in the chat room on Twitch. We've got Lucum. So Rob, we do a live stream video. So we're doing that in addition to the radio show, and I'm showing people images of the McMadley website, and they can see the football and the baseball phone cases. So we got everything all set up here. We're enjoying ourselves here.
That's terrific. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Where are the football ones?
Oh, do you want to see it? Here, I'll show you the foot. I'll show Uncle, so you can see that, right, Uncle? You see the football case there?
I want to see I see baseball case.
You do? Okay. Well, see the football. It's got the stitching on the back there.
Oh no! Now those are nice.
Yeah.
I like this kind of thing. This is what gets my attention.
That's
anything where they will get my attention. I mean, you're in the business of selling these cases. I understand, but this gets my trying to look at them things.
Yeah, and they're very aesthetically pleasing, no doubt about it. I mean, you look at it, it's like that's a football, or that's a baseball. That's
the feedback that we get from our customers is two things. One is it is the exact same leather that is on an NFL football. So that's different. Nobody else does that. And the stitching when you pick up your phone, it feels like you're holding a football or you're holding a baseball. The raised stitching is very, very authentic. It feels very genuine, and that's the other feedback. Somebody had commented one time that on some of our feedback that the baseball phone case feels like a baseball that was smashed and wrapped around my phone, and that really does describe kind of the feel of it. It does feel like you're holding a baseball.
Does those have the names of the footballs on them?
You talking about the teams?
The cases, or just a regular football, right?
It's just the football, so it is the genuine leather, but we do not have any sort of licensing. That's a whole different ball game when it comes to producing these things. Licensing and all of that's another level of complexity and costs and contracting and that kind of stuff that makes it a little bit more difficult to do.
Yeah.
So you just got the football. They put the case on.
Keeping it simple, Uncle.
That's simple.
Like we do on this show. That's the way to do it.
I like which one? Well, so I was having this phone. I wanted to know, what is this, an S?
Is it the? You know what? I am so bad with phones that I'm not quite sure what that thing is. I know it's an iPhone. We could figure it out. I'm sure it's one that I could figure it out. But I'm sure we could find which McMadley case it works. And what's the website, Rob?
What's the website?
Yeah. So the way you can acquire these are McMadley.com. So McMadley.com. Or you can go to Etsy and search McMadley, or you can go to Amazon and search McMadley.
Oh, they have it on there too.
Be sort of, your 3 channels of getting access to the cases.
Okay, then we'll do that. Yeah. That way.
Plenty of ways to find it.
I'll find it, and we'll look into that. Because with that, I'm going to say, I'll hand you a nice Uncle Broadcast T-shirt. Wait, no, don't. I'm doing my dealing here now.
Here comes the shirt. The shirt. It's about to drop.
A shirt for you. It want us to get one case, order one of your case football case. How's that?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to ask.
We could set something up, and
I want to set something up. Yeah.
Rob and I are in communique on Instagram now. Actually, the other day you sent me a message on Instagram, Rob. I was like, oh, okay. And it was like a welcome thing. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, yeah. And it instantly brought back those memories again of the Rose Bowl. And so it just put me in a good mood.
I kept on sewing, with sewing, of course, and I kept on walking around.
You're talking about at the Rose Bowl now.
At the Rose Bowl now. And every time I go to a free market, I just can't help it. Just walking around a while. I mean, it's sent to me.
Well,
but you got to have cash on you. And that's the problem I have. Can't have.
Well, problem is a relative term, Uncle. It might have been.
That's a problem with me. Now, not your guys' personal thing. It's just with me. I just go around like that.
Creative Accidents in the chat is saying that we have to ask about the van picture that is on your website, Rob. What is the story with that Volkswagen van on the site?
Oh.
Well, let me make sure I correct this right off the bat because I made this mistake early on. So if you're a Volkswagen enthusiast, that is a Volkswagen bus.
Oh, sorry.
That's not a van. So I want to make sure I correct that because you probably will have, especially in Southern California, you'll have Volkswagen guys go, wait a minute, stop the bus. Yeah, that's a bus. That's not a van. So yeah. Oh. So I in 2019 hired a guy to build that bus, and the bus was intended to be the design of a baseball. So if you think about white and red, that's what that bus is. So it's white, it's got red interior, and it's got red trim on the outside. And that's intended to be a Volkswagen bus and baseball themed sort of marketing tool. So that was delivered basically Christmas of 2019, and the intent was we were going to take that to the baseball stadiums around in Arizona, college, professional, what have you. We were going to sell our phone cases. And then COVID hit, and, of course, put a screeching halt to all of that. But that's sort of our marketing McMadley baseball phone case bus, and we love it.
That thing is awesome. Yeah, I see the pictures of it here. We got it posted on the live stream. That's amazing. So you have that, and you plan on using it, I'm sure. Then you are going to go to events when you are able to, in that, and you're going to roll up in that thing.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I live in Tucson, Arizona, and we're going to do some college-based. So University of Arizona was just eliminated from the College World Series, though. But there's a lot of, just like everywhere else, there's a lot of Little League and high school and what have you, baseball that's going on in a lot of different ballparks. So yeah, we're gonna come rolling up into stadiums and promote our phone cases in that bus, and it's fun to drive. It's cool. It gets a lot of attention. You get a lot of sort of VW enthusiasts that enjoy it, just like I enjoy driving it.
Oh man, yeah, it'd make a good. I feel like you could design a Rose Bowl setup where that's parked behind, and maybe you have an awning in front of it, so you can see it. That would be cool to do too. I don't know.
Totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. I would love to pull that into the Rose Bowl flea market. Which I was going to ask you: do you guys still go there? Do you guys still participate in that?
No, that was the one and only time we sold at it. I've been to it other times, but
really?
Yeah, that was the only time. Again, a great memory. I love doing it. I would like to do it again, but I haven't even been to the Rose Bowl. My wife would go there for her work on occasions. She used to do that a lot. She hasn't done that for a while either. I haven't been there, but I want to go back because I just love the market itself.
She does have hats for child hats.
Yeah.
She could go if you ever want to go back.
I could see us making it back there, but we haven't yet.
To do that for our hats.
It would make sense.
She had loads of hats to sell.
Well, I consider myself fortunate then that I was able to meet you guys the only time that you were there, and I appreciate that. I'll always remember that. And but I'm with you, Aaron and Uncle. I love that place. I love the vibe. Uncle was talking about, the ability to walk around there just as long as you got some cash in your pocket.
Exactly.
That vibe is as cool as it gets.
Yeah. I have a problem with that. Every time I must have cash. I mean, but it blows every time I come out of there. I'm out of cash, but that's how I am.
That's the issue.
Because you find good stuff there at that one.
Oh yes.
I mean, if you find a good flea market, gotta admit, you find a good flea market, and they got a lot of good stuff, you just can't help yourself. If you know what I mean.
I totally understand. I mean, everything from vintage clothing to unique products like the McMadley cases and even Amish scooters. You don't know what you're going to find there, but it'll be there. And Uncle, we need to take the opportunity to remind people that this is live. The podcast live on Ochelli Radio Network Friday night here, and that people can call in if they want to.
Yeah.
Can call in and talk to Rob Keefe of McMadley Leather Cases.
Leather Cases. This is our guest tonight. So if somebody wants to call in, this is our number.
Yeah, our number is 319-527-5016. You can also come on through Skype. Send a message to our producer, Chuck. He's charles.ochelli on Skype. So send him a message or call 319-527-5016, and you will be on the air with us. So there we go.
Yeah, you got another delivery to go from.
Yeah. But of course, we've got Rob here now. It's great to have you back. Arizona, that's exciting. I didn't know that. Were you in Arizona? You were living in Arizona at the time that we met at the Rose Bowl as well?
I can't remember what year we met there, but we were in Southern California. I think at the time we met. We moved to Arizona when one of our daughters, which is actually an interesting story, was a senior at the University of Arizona. So we moved here at that time. and moved from Southern California. But I think at the time we lived in Southern California.
Yes. Yeah. I remember you saying that you did. So I was like, oh, I didn't remember the Arizona thing. Yeah. Arizona has got some beautiful stuff out there. That's for sure. So yeah, I can see why you'd want to live there. Yeah, it's cool. So I have to say, just again, the chat room is afire with compliments for the VW bus. Split window front, they're getting rare. So yeah, it's quite the
window. There you go. That's someone who knows VW buses.
Yep, that's Ray there in Australia that's saying that. So yeah, we've got some car enthusiasts actually that listen to the show, so they know what they're talking about, and they appreciate that project. That's really cool to see that. I just generally love vans. And the VW bus is iconic. So we're getting another comment here. It says, Uncle, ask Rob if he likes watching spinning squirrel videos. Spinning squirrel videos.
You like Witching Bob's videos?
So I'm not exactly sure I know exactly what that is, but I will admit I have become addicted to TikTok. And
you like TikTok?
There is a very good chance that you're going to see some McMadley TikTok videos coming up, and likely it's going to be from inside of that VW bus.
Oh,
so stay tuned.
Now, that sounds good.
I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to include a spinning squirrel video inside of that. That might be trying to take on a little too much, but give me time.
That's these guys in the chat room. They're telling me to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're interested in that the squirrels for some reason. So we had it from last week when we were talking about them. We have a friend named Ed said, "Do not touch my squirrels."
Are you saying they're squirrely, Uncle?
No, I'm telling it. Our guest here. Talking to our guest about it.
Chuck, we have Rob Keefe of McMadley Leather Cases. We're reminiscing about our time at the Rose Bowl. We're talking about his football and baseball leather cellular phone cases. We're talking about VW microbuses and all sorts of fun stuff here.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it was
good time on a Friday night. TikTok. My gosh, we that's one of those social media platforms that we have not tried out.
We don't have that TikTok on ours. No, we don't. I know we don't because I can't even get on the other one.
Do you guys watch? Yeah. Do you guys have an account? Do you watch TikTok videos?
I haven't gotten into it yet. But I get it. I love video stuff. I completely understand it.
Okay. Yeah, I get a lot of crap from my wife who gives me a hard time about watching TikTok videos. But the thing is, though, is there's a lot of great informational content that's presented in a very short period of time. It's terrific. It really is. And as I look at those, I go, okay, well, I can present McMadley stuff and do exactly what other people are doing and gain a huge following. So yeah, you guys would be great on TikTok. Yeah, you guys ought to consider that. It's a pretty impressive, widely used, very well known platform.
Yeah.
My ratings might go up.
They would.
And if they go up, they might all beat these two guys. They'll beat these two guys on my shows.
In the name of
you'll be taking.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, I was just joking, saying you're going to take on a solo career. You're going to go solo as soon as your TikTok goes wild.
Oh.
Now, if I go solo, I just have me and Chuck talking.
You gonna break away from Sidekick, Uncle?
Sidekick, you're doing this yap talking all the time. I mean, I have to get. Oh no, we got him crying over here.
I'm sad, Uncle. The thought of Sidekick leaving brings a tear to my eye.
You're threatening him with the possibility he could be fired, Uncle. I mean, that's pretty rough.
Well, I'm trying to get organized with my programs, and I'm trying to push the limits lines over here, there, Chuck.
Hey, I got it. Sometimes
I'm
you
trying
to fire on people.
I need to get him organized. He got to get on the pool. He got to get going. He got to get moving on this stuff. I mean, here he's taking his times on the T-shirts. I can understand, but not. Not what I'm talking about.
Uncle, I'm not sure if I'm in touch with Gen Z enough to do TikTok. I want to believe that I am, but then when I think about doing it, I don't know. I get nervous. I'm like, what if they don't like me? What if they don't accept me, Uncle?
This is my point. I mean, I know I can't do it. I'm going to ask you to do it because you know how to do these things. And Chuck knows how to do it. But I can go and talk to Chuck to tell Chuck, hey, can you figure out how to do TikTok? I'm going to, but you got to be on the ball if you want to be continuing.
I have an incognito TikTok account. I don't watch it, but my 6-year-old uses it.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Yeah, and boy, does he consume a lot of media.
See, this is what I mean. This is where we can get the people. I think if we drop one, that's what just saying. If we can drop one and get TikTok and drop that other one.
So we're swapping social media
back off.
I see.
I just want to see if it's more to get people.
Here's a idea, and we'll run it by you, Rob. If you said no, we wouldn't feel bad. But Creative Accidents is saying Rob needs an Uncle the Podcast sticker, which we have.
Oh, we'll get him that too
for his van, as we said.
We'll get them too.
We're not going to force that upon you, but it's an idea that if you want a sticker, just say the word.
Send that on and a T-shirt.
I told him that. I told him.
You know what, Rob? Yeah. It's a tie-dye T-shirt.
It's a tie-dye T-shirt, but we need to know your size, of course, and other things. You can tell to him. What?
Yeah, no, I am 100% on board. XXL, send that my way. I love it.
XL, there's another one.
There's another one.
You better get them XLs going again.
See, he said XXL. I think he wants a 2XL.
2XL?
Yeah, I was going to say XXL. I got the XXL going on. You guys may not remember how fat I am, so you have to get me an XXL. And they generally shrink, so I don't want to criticize my fatness that much.
Right, but he needs the same size shirt I got. That's the thing.
Oh, okay, then you both are the same sizes. So
no shame. It's a popular size. It's one that I underestimated how many we needed.
I estimated that size because I was saying.
But we got them.
We got them now. But when we were doing them, we were brought up on the sizes for knowing what size people are, and when we know it, the largest sizes are the ones that you guys like. Mm-hmm. They just flew out the windows.
They did.
And now he had to double order it. He could order the sizes. And he did order some more, but he got more.
Yeah. So we do have double XL.
We do have them.
We do that. Again, Rob and I are in communique now. It's good that we are. I feel good about that. Yeah.
They're just like phone cases. They come in different sizes. You just have to ask the user, what size do you need, just like your phone.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So I do what I do, I can do with the fella. We're doing it to them. See?
Wait, what is it that you do, Uncle?
We could do a swap deal.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about a trading type situation. A bartering situation. Barter, yeah.
So I give him 2 for a price of 1.
2 for the price of 1.
I get the 1, he gets a 2.
Oh, yeah.
Get it? You just got to get with the program, sidekick.
It's quite an offer there.
That's an offer.
Aaron, he's been trying to tell you he wants to swap for the for the phone case. That's the thing.
I get it. Yeah, phone case for an Uncle T-shirt and stickers.
Sticker
for the phone case. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was.
There you go.
That's why.
I follow that.
See, that's what I would. Why does this? Chucky knows my thinking. You gotta get that in the head there. Use your head there tonight. It's Friday night. Boy, Chuck.
I've been around long enough to, look, everybody knows I speak a little Italian and I speak a little Uncle. What can I say?
Yeah, no, I know. Just don't understand, but since you got this guest, I was just, because I was excited when You got this, guest, because I was always wanting to talk to him about that.
Yes. We have first time we've had you on the show, Rob. Like I feel like we should have had you on long ago, but I also am excited about the fact that we have you here now. It's an exciting night on the broadcast.
I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you guys are. You've been doing such a terrific job with your podcast. So, congrats to the success, and hey, I'd be happy to come on anytime.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what, Uncle? I think you're going to have to tell him about New Year's Eve, perhaps.
I was just going to say that.
There we go. Take it away.
Now, you ever doing anything with New Year's Revolution? Now, I do something on that night. We do that. Me and Chuck and my broadcaster man over there on the other side of me.
I'll show up.
He'll open up the lines and show how is everybody doing on the broadcast, and we find out the New Year's thing.
Yeah, we do a special New Year's Eve show.
New Year's Eve show, so you're welcome to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start at 11 p.m. on the Eastern time zone there, and we say Happy New Year to every time zone in the continental U.S. After that. So it's like a full 4 or 5 hours of Uncle, and lots of calls, guests, all kinds of stuff that happens. So obviously he's inviting you to join in on that, Rob. There's another thing here, though, just so you know. I was thinking that we need to get to. Does he have a website, Rob? I didn't hear that part. If he does, and we should get him involved in that. Get that out there for sure. And there's lots of possibilities here. I want you to know that you're being heard on various continents actually at the moment. Let's see, we've got listeners in the Ukraine, we've got listeners in France, we've got listeners in Canada, we've got listeners all over America, we've got a listener in Australia, so Oceania checking in there. Bunch of people in California. But let's see, we got Michigan, what is that? Montana, Texas, that's California again, Virginia, Colorado, okay, Springfield, Missouri, okay, California, Georgia, one listener in Georgia, okay, cool. Let's see who else. What is that? Central Lake, Minnesota, maybe? That's Minnesota, okay. So all over the U.S., bunch of places that I see on my stream. We're also being heard on Twitch and YouTube and all that, because it is a video show over there. So just so you know, you're being heard all around the world regarding your phone cases live. Plus, this thing has a life as a podcast. So there you have it.
Not too shabby.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I know you asked about the website. So it's mcmadley.com, which is McMadley.com is the website, and then as you can also find us on Amazon and Etsy for leather phone cases, baseball and football phone cases. So yeah, really appreciate it. Great audience. That's terrific. It sounds very global, and you guys are just doing an awesome job.
Hey, I have a question for you, Rob. How come it looks like another phone line that possibly bears your last name is calling into the switchboard there on the caller ID?
Switchboard? Oh, I don't know.
Guilty as charged. It sounds like maybe someone in my family is calling.
Okay. Well, then we should probably add them into the show.
Who?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah, I don't know which one it is, but yeah, feel free.
What do you say, Uncle? Should we add one of Rob's family members into the show here?
Go ahead. Let him talk on the show, too. Might as well find out who he is, or who is it talking.
Sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Yeah.
So, caller, you're on the air.
Well, this is unexpected. I was fully expecting to shadow the call, but this is Rob's daughter, Mackenzie. I'm the Mick of McMadley, and just happy to be here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Seika, I've got I got my system now on my show all kids your sizes up to that can talk on the shows are allowed.
All audiences.
Audience allowed.
Yeah, we
on
produce
my
a show that's friendly to all audiences.
Yeah.
So
that's how. That's from my show.
That's an important thing for
that's
Uncle.
What to tell the.
So the fact that family is calling in is very appropriate. Glad to have you on the show.
Very nice to have you on the show.
Uncle the broadcast is approved.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and I'd like to leave the rest of it up to Rob here, and I'll look forward to hearing the rest of the conversation, guys, because I'm a big fan of the show.
Okay, thank you.
Cool, thank you.
I appreciate it. I'll send you a card and some shirt too.
There we go.
Right. You'll get one.
Send some
so one of the things we didn't really talk about was what was McMadley? What does that stand for?
Yeah, what does that stand for?
So I'll tell you. So my beautiful wife and I have 3 kids: Mackenzie, Maddie, and Riley. So McMadley is the letters that make up our 3 kids, and you just heard from our oldest, which is Mackenzie, which is the Mick of McMadley.
Nice.
And she's calling from Austin, Texas.
Oh,
she's from Austin, Texas.
That's exciting. Yeah, so that adds another location to the show tonight.
Another location there.
That's cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we'll add some Texas listeners. So as we like to say, she's our favorite oldest daughter.
Oh,
nice.
She moved and she's
nice. All right, yeah, exciting night here on Uncle the Broadcast. We've got Rob
enjoying
Keefe.
myself tonight.
You enjoying this?
This is interesting. Having new guests and you're working a little okay, sidekick.
See, I'm not all bad.
You're working a little better. Getting these new people in here. Now, I like this idea. But I got excited when you no. I just don't know why, but I got excited when he was going to come.
Yeah. And we have, so the chat room again is quite lively. Chat room at Ochelli.com, chat room on Twitch. Creative Accidents saying that he speaks uncle as well as Chuck, and he says that broadcaster man in front of me on other side means sidekick. So you go. There's a little piece of the Uncle Dictionary as written by Creative Accidents, and we're having quite the night here. It's going to be over before we know it, and that brings a tear to my eye just to think of.
But just remember, though, my best night is yet to come, and that is the New Year's Revolution night.
Of course,
that one you can go on for as long as my producer there can get some sleep the next morning.
Yeah, Rob.
I mean, yeah.
Rob, we hope you can maybe call into the New Year's show on New Year's Eve. We'd like to have as many of the guests that we had in the past year call in that are able to. And it's just a fun, it's like a on-air party. New Year's party is what it is.
It's like them as a conversation.
So if you're able to, it'd be great to
I'd love to be part of it. It'd be a lot of fun.
Right.
Awesome. That's something to look forward to. Yeah. We're trying to compete with who is it, Uncle? Who's our competitor there?
Man, doing another plug.
Yeah, exactly.
Clark. Exactly. That man. Let me tell you, that man is so embarrassed himself.
Well, it's Ryan Seacrest now.
Seacrest. That he's doing an extra show because he can't keep up with his old show. And I'm pushing along trying to beat him off of it.
Yeah. We've got competition. It's us and Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
So, but see, aren't you a little worried about Anderson Cooper and whoever he pulls on there?
Cooper, who?
To a lesser degree, probably.
Yeah, probably. It's now let's put it in perspective, Chuck. It's whoever's talking on the broadcasting. I'm on that line. So step aside. Uncle the broadcast's gonna go over everybody in this line.
Yeah, because Seacrest is a radio guy, which is basically podcasting.
Well, broadcasting. But he not very much in it ever since what's his name passed away.
Dick Clark did.
Dick Clark.
And then Seacrest took over.
He took over.
Correct.
He's not been actually, with it that much.
And Anderson Cooper lost some steam there when he lost Kathy Griffin. So, but he's on radio and TV same time on New Year's Eve too.
Oh,
so, yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, and I know that our friend Porkins always raves about Steve Harvey's show, but I think he might only be able to get that regionally in New York City, which I understand wanting to watch Steve Harvey. He is entertaining, but but yeah, Seacrest, he's got to go down. That's all I know. That's all.
It's got to go down because it's just. I mean, I don't see anything of him. I don't see he doesn't get it wound up. If I was in some kind of a show like that, I get people wound up saying, "Oh, well, this is Revolution. How's everybody tonight?" And everybody be talking, drinking, drunk. I don't know how they'd be talking. But if they get drunk, of course.
Well, when it comes down to it, I think it's just a difference in styles.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
They have a different.
And listen, none of them have the threat of a possible butt smacking. Because that's the other thing that everybody clamored for this past year and didn't get, the butt smacking.
I know what I can get that if we can only get to Tampa. I have to get in touch with the people from Tampa.
We need a direct line to Florida, yes.
That's what we needed. Because she's the one that can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it, of course. That's a friend, but she's the one that can get them moving on that. So she'll have all the concern on the crack room trying, what is this smacking? And he'll be going back and forth talking about that.
Yeah, so you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Rob, I mean, we're throwing a lot your way. We don't mean to overwhelm you here.
Yeah.
But we're just rolling with it and excited. When I got to say, when I see this football case, I threw a football today with my son. It makes me think of like grabbing it. It makes me almost want to throw my phone if I had it. I would want to say, but
that's the case. This is what interesting.
It's
football
just
case. What a football.
It just
you gotta get with the program.
It immediately evokes that feeling of like, yeah, that is a football. So I think it's cool. I think
I think you would enjoy one of them too, there, sidekick.
Yeah.
I mean, to your size phone.
I have the smaller one. Oh yeah, the mini iPhone.
You got the mini size phone.
Yeah. Is there the big Madley case for the iPhone mini? Rob?
So are you talking about the 12 mini?
I think so.
That's what he has. He has the mini.
So we are right now producing. We got set back a little last year because of COVID. So a lot of the manufacturing facilities shut down. So we're catching up on some of the newer cases. So we talked a little bit about the 11s earlier. We don't have them for the 11s or the 12s yet, but those are being produced as we speak. So more than likely by the holidays, we will have the leather football leather phone cases with and without seams by the holidays.
Oh, cool. Oh, so there's a version without the seam too.
Oh, you mean you have two kinds?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, not everybody, it's interesting. I kind of like the seam because it, again, like you were just saying, Aaron, is you pick that up, it feels like you got a football in your hand, you feel that seam, it feels good. But not everybody likes that. Not everybody wants the seam. They just want the football leather. So we have it without the seam as well. But it's very clearly the NFL football leather when you have that in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely iconic. When you say Uncle, like you know that, I mean, that texture. It's just the texture.
I tell you who would really get jealous.
Yeah.
Nana would get jealous.
Oh.
If I was going to get one of those to put on my phone, where do you get that phone? I know she would.
Uncle's sister is
would.
an intense football fan.
She is. She loves football.
So,
Yeah.
And
So, it's interesting, you guys. I'll tell you a little story. So when that leather when NFL footballs get produced, that leather gets sent to Wilson. Wilson produces. They have manufacturing that produces those footballs. When you get one of those footballs, it's kind of blotchy. The leather is a little blotchy. So one of the things I learned that every NFL team has an equipment manager that gets these footballs sent to them. Before every game, they probably get tons of them sent to them. but the NFL quarterback on that team dictates how that football is prepped. So there is an equipment manager who takes that football and does with it what that quarterback wants him to do. And so this was the Los Angeles Rams equipment manager told me this story one time, and they take hot water, and there's buffing, and there's all kinds of things. So when you think about what an NFL football looks like on game day on Sunday, when you watch it, it's dark leather. It looks kind of old. I mean, it looks older. That's not at all what it looks like when it comes out of the box. So it takes a lot of prep and a lot of work to get that football to look like it does. And our cases are exactly the same because it's the exact same leather. So to your point, that leather becomes darker over time. It just gets better and better looking over time. It really looks terrific after a little bit of use and holding it and using it and getting it sort of broken in.
Yeah, that's the case for all things leather. They get better with age. I know I have a leather bike saddle and I love it, and it gets better all the time.
Yeah.
And your story.
Yeah. No.
Go on. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I was
just going to say.
No, sorry. My bad.
Go right ahead.
No, Rob, go. You're the guest.
No, I was just going to say that. Yeah, no, I was just going to say when we first started producing the leather cases before we got into the football leather, it was the same thing. We had a whole, we would hand select leather hides, variety of different colors, and send them to our manufacturing facility, and they come back and they patina and they darken. It gets richer and better looking over time. And I, admittedly, I still have an iPhone 6 Plus.
You do?
And the reason why is I have a lot of leather phone cases in my inventory that I continue to put on my phone, and I've got so many of them I won't trade up my phone until I run out of these cases because I love the leather phone cases so much.
Nice. Yeah.
I can understand that. See? He's like, in a way.
That's how it is with leather, Uncle. Yeah.
Because I've always liked leather. I used to do leather crafting, but never did get into phone case leather.
It's a unique thing, Uncle. I don't recall ever seeing anything like this. Certainly not the baseball and football phones. McMadley is the only one of those.
Yeah.
So good for I know, again, we have quite a few baseball fans that listen to this show. So
yeah, we had
baseball fans be interested in that, and good gift. Rob is saying they're going to have possibly new ones around the holiday season, so keep them in mind, and might make a good gift for the sports enthusiast in your family. As we certainly have one of those ourselves, don't we, Uncle?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very exciting, and I mean, you were telling this story, Rob. I couldn't help but think of it with the quarterbacks having the footballs prepped in different ways. I immediately thought of Tom Brady and his orders being to deflate the football.
Deflate the football. You hear about that one? And he got suspended for that.
That's exactly right.
He got defended for that. He got suspended.
He did.
About time somebody did something right on that guy.
That's all the part of his special specs on the football, and everybody has their own, and and certainly the more you use a leather item, the better it is. Oh, what about leather treatments? Can you actually use because there's all sorts of treatments to keep the leather supple and whatnot.
Softy.
Do you use that on the case, Rob?
You can, yeah. If you put a little bit of leather treatment, leather oil on the case, it soaks in, and it just makes the leather a little softer, a little more supple, and it cleans it, and it actually will darken it as well. Now, I will say, not a good idea on the white leather. That's the one challenge with the white leather. So the white leather is just like a baseball. So, as soon as that hits the dirt, it's going to get scuffed, and it's going to get scuffed up and dirty and what have you. And, if I was to give some feedback on what we hear from our customers is, two things, and there's two sides of the story. One is, hey, this ages just like a baseball, which is absolutely fantastic. And oh my gosh, this gets dirty, and it's white leather. It does get dirty, but it patinas and it ages just like an old baseball, which again, most of the people love it.
Okay, cool. We've got a quick question from the chat room for you, Rob. They're asking, is there a phone case with a front flap or a screen protector on it?
Oh, no, they're going to get you going to be.
We don't. Our cases are all sort of slim line, sort of snap-on cases. We've had some requests for sort of the pockets and credit card pockets and stuff on the back.
Yeah.
We would also always recommend a screen protector on every case. So if you think about a little plastic layer that lays over your glass screen, we would always suggest putting that on there.
Got it. Sounds good. Now, we're getting near the end of the show here. We only have about 5 minutes left. So why don't we, before we go, first of all, why don't you, Rob, just take the opportunity to let people know any of your social media accounts that you have that they can follow, and the website, and anything else on McMadley before we get going here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So you guys can follow us on Instagram at McMadley Leather Cases, at McMadley Leather Cases. We have a Facebook page that's McMadley Leather Phone Cases. And then you can, you can find us on Amazon and Etsy, and our website is McMadley.com. And we are about ready to run a promotion where we're going to give away a Rawlings, about a $250 Rawlings leather baseball glove, a break-in kit. So all of the necessary components, oils, and the kind of the wooden hammer that breaks into baseball. We're going to add a couple of Major League Baseballs and some McMadley leather cases with that. So if you follow us on our Facebook page, McMadley Leather Cases, you'll get an opportunity to enter that. We're going to run a promotion here in about 2 weeks, and we're going to give away probably about $500 worth of baseball equipment to some lucky winner.
All right. Sounds awesome. Now, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give to anybody since you're on air here, Rob?
Some shout-outs.
You know what? I think at this point, I'll shout out to the McMadley team. You know, my wife, Linda, Mackenzie, Maddie, and Riley are terrific kids and who've been the inspiration behind our brand and, everything that we sort of do this for.
Nice. All right. Now, Uncle, did you want to give any?
And you guys, by the way, for having me on. Appreciate it very much. It's great catching up with you guys.
Yeah. Again, when I got that message from you on Instagram, immediately just made me feel good because it brought back the memory of that day at the Rose Bowl.
It hit me when he said he got you on. I said, "Isn't that the guy with the cases?" Wait, it got my attention. It just drew me up, threw a right turn left ball throw.
Exactly.
At me.
That's exactly it.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. And we're going to have some shout-outs to some the Swordmen. The
Pure
Rob and Denise.
Rod and Denise, yeah.
And some our old friend neighbor across the street
you're talking about Marshall.
Marshall,
okay.
Shout out to him. Okay. And anybody else that I forgot. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. I know Rod and Denise do have a podcast called the Corona Chronicles.
Now they got
the
a new
newest
one.
show. They only have a few episodes, but check that out. It's about what people that they knew did during the coronavirus days, I guess you'd say. So check that out. And I want to give a quick shout out to Chuck Ochelli, our producer, and just a reminder to listen to the 2000th episode of the Ochelli Effect, which is going to be on June 28th. Listen to it, be a part of it, and help out.
29th.
29th, I'm sorry.
29th. Not 28, 29.
I need a
Sorry,
PA.
had to break in there. You got to give them the right date. It's the 29th.
29th,
the 29th,
yes.
That's right.
Listen to the 2000th show on the 29th.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Yeah. So the Ochelli Effect. And we're live on the Ochelli Effect every Friday night. Right. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you again to Rob McMadley Leather Cases for being here tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. It's UncleThePodcast.com is our website. Uncle, why don't you bring us home here for the night?
This is a wild, interesting night. So we had to say so long. Bye-bye. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.